And hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and hopefully we are live and that there isn't any issues or problems. Let's um, let's check it out. I'm using two phones here, as you can see with the big old Grand Cat logo in the top there. I'm using the old phone. I just need any kind of confirmation that this is working. And I'm trying my absolute hardest, but not getting anywhere. This is why I started this 10 minutes beforehand. So if you are watching this in the future, hopefully all of this worked. That would be nice. I'm also hoping that the chat is actually working. I'm trying to get to the stage where, okay, I can now see my own video, but okay, it's not exactly what I hoped for, but I'm hoping it's good enough. The Crown Jewel pay-per-view itself is going to start in 7.5 minutes. I am hoping that you can't hear what is actually going on with the TV in front of me, because otherwise we may get copyright claimed once a wrestler has their entrance music. I'm just going to put the volume up just a little bit more on Supercard. Hopefully everyone can hear me just fine. I have no idea what the audio is like. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know if the game is too loud. I am... Okay, I can hear that the game is quite loud there. So let's put the volume down a little bit. I want to try and get this... Ideally, I want it to the stage where you can hear the in-game music, you can hear my voice, and you can't hear the pay-per-view. That's what ideally we would like to have happening here. Can see that there's now people showing up in the stream. So what we're going to be doing here today is I'm going to be watching Crown Jewel. The idea is for you guys to watch Crown Jewel as well, and I will be giving my live reactions on what I think of what is happening. Whilst I'm also playing a little bit of WWE Supercard in the background. That is the idea, at least. I'm hoping that the chat is working. Okay, we are quite in new territory here. This is not what I am used to doing, but if you guys enjoy it, maybe we will see more of it in the future. This is perhaps the first of many. Now, we can't expect this in every single pay-per-view. This is just a one-off to see how this is going to work. We are now officially 5 minutes away from the pay-per-view starting. I am still quite concerned about the audio. Unfortunately, people are not really letting me know anything, so I don't have any feedback whatsoever. Okay, we are now 4 minutes away from the show actually beginning. Okay, I'm going to hope that the audio levels are fine. That's what I'm going to hope for. Let's go ahead and use up some of these draft picks. We are 3.5 minutes away from the show actually starting. Preet says, hello. Thank goodness someone else was able to come into the stream. Preet, thank you. Nathan Garcia says, hi. Hello, Nathan. Thank you all for showing up. We are testing something very, very different here today. I've been trying to get the audio quality to work. It's very difficult because I can't hear it myself. So I'm relying on all of you letting me know how the audio is. I was trying to listen to it on my other phone, and it's very difficult to both speak and listen to such a thing. We are now 2.5 minutes away from the pay-per-view actually beginning. Let's play a couple of quick games of war. Baron says, you and the game's audio are fine. You can hear both the in-game music and when you're commentating. The game sounds doesn't drown it out. Preet says, audio is good. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. I'm also really, really hoping that you guys can't hear the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, because otherwise we will get copyright striked when any wrestler comes out. Whether it be Cody Rhodes comes out to Downstraight's Kingdom, or whether it be any other large named wrestlers' music. Like John Cena's. Shazam and Thor says, audio is awesome. Nathan says, the Alexa quest is super easy. I completed it already. About to get my pro. Oh, very well done, Nathan. Okay, we are now just over a minute away. Can you guys believe it? Now, I really think that WWE really needs to hit a home run here with this pay-per-view, because ESPN absolutely destroyed them in terms of criticism for the last pay-per-view. There we go, that's TVG now maxed. So it'll be very interesting to see what the opening match here is. Last time we opened with Cena versus Brock Lesnar, and we finished with Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Now, are we going to see similar things here today? I'm not sure, but I am excited. I suspect that the way that I would book it is to start with one of the Crown Jewel pay-per-views, one of the Crown Jewel title matches, sorry. So I would probably start with the women's one. I think the main event should be Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. The live event is now about to start. Preet says, I've told everyone in the Discord server that Grandcat is live. Baron says, do you have any headphones? If you connect headphones, you'll be able to have all the PLE on your end, whilst we only hear Supercard. Ah. Now that would have been a good idea to set up. Didn't think about that. Oh well. And here we go. Yeah, Riyadh. In Saudi Arabia. The progressive country of Saudi Arabia. This is how we're starting. We're starting off with them going to collect the super important title belts that barely show up once a year. They were supposed to really, really care about. Genuine question. Does anyone actually care about the Crown Jewel Championship? Okay, what we're seeing is the title belts being moved from Riyadh in Saudi Arabia all the way to Australia and Perth. WNO says nope. Hello WNO, that's Wrestling Night Out. Welcome to the live stream. Being moved by plane. 7,065 miles away to Perth, Australia. Baron Von Joy says, not at all, it's a Gouda gimmick. WNO says, hi. Hello, WNO. Man, this entire intro is all dedicated to these horrible, horrible belts. One of the things I really liked is when Cody Rhodes came out, that he barely even acknowledged that the belt existed, and his entire promo was all about him versus Seth Rollins. Okay, so the first people we're seeing are the Vision, Big Bronson Reed, who's taking on the Tribal Chief, and Braun Breaker, accompanied by the Oracle, Paul Heyman. And there's the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. That is the Uwu title. And there's Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vacour making their way in as well. Seems that everyone is only barely showing up for this. And AJ Styles is here too. Does he have a new haircut, or is it just the hat he's wearing? There's Asuka and Kairi! The Kabuki Warriors. And Io Sky and Rhea Bloody Ripley. Rhea, of course, with the hometown pop. Now the question is, are we going to see Austin Theory? Because we are in Perth. There you can see John Cena with his minions, with the bright yellow-coloured John Cena shirts. And now we have the actual beginning of the pay-per-view. Barmo Joy says WWE are contractually obligated to glaze Saudi for a bit for the introduction. WNO says, are you not going to show here? No, I cannot show the actual pay-per-view itself. That would be horrifically copyrighted. Instead, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing Supercard in the background whilst watching the pay-per-view. The idea is that you guys are supposed to be watching the pay-per-view yourselves on your TV or your laptop or whatever, and you can just have this on in the background on your phone so that you can join in with a little commentary that I'm giving. It's like having your own personal commentator and the big old grand cat. Khalid says, hello, grand cat. Hello. WNO says, okay. Man, they very quickly glazed over Saudi Arabia, I saw. I'm not even sure there was half a second there. It is nice to see that WWE is finally world wrestling entertainment as opposed to American wrestling entertainment, which would be AWE, which is just an anagram of AEW. Also, calling it right now, I suspect that Asuka is going to accidentally spray the mist into Kairi Sane's face. Because everyone else has been sprayed by the mist, why not Kairi Sane? I'm actually going to see if I can find myself a set of headphones, because that was a good idea by Baron. Something that I should have thought of, but did not. So I shall be back in just a moment. And here we have the initial opening explosion for Crown Jewel. Alright, let's see what our first match is going to be. Oh, okay, we're starting with Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. That is going to be very, very interesting. So we're opening with the Australian Rules Street. Alright, I am back, folks. Did not take me very long. I got myself some headphones. As I said, we are testing this out for the first time. I have done the live stream once before, and it was for, I think, Royal Rumble. Long time ago. But we are now testing it out again here. Okay, cool. We have some headphones in. WNO says his gear is fire. Baron Von Joy says glory to our tribal thief with his shoes. WNO is also acknowledging him. I too shall acknowledge. It's Matt Gaming acknowledging as well. Roman Reigns. Here he comes. This is the OTC one. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Baron says, making his way to the ring at the speed of erosion. And he's coming out with the black Ulafala as well as the red one. Paul Heyman like the cowardly heel. Hiding behind Big Bronson Reed. Mr. Mysterio says, yo, as a grand cat. Hello, Mr. Mysterio. Wonderful to have you in the live stream. I suspected that you would maybe be in Australia. Playing a little bit of Boom whilst we are watching this. Now, what are the rules to an Australian street fight? Does anyone know? Is there any differences to a regular street fight? We will need to find out. Ten main evented WrestleManias by Roman Reigns. If you have your fingers, use them to acknowledge the tribal chief. Baron says the exact same as regular street fights, but if you make your opponent fall off Australia into the sky, you instantly win. We have the Australian crowd being nice and loud as opposed to the regular crowd, which are not quite as audible. And in the wise words of Joker, or Heath Ledger's Joker, and here we go. Does Bronson Reed have new tattoos in his left arm, or am I just not used to seeing those? Roman Reigns starting off like a house of fire. Or is he going to throw him into all four corners? Oh, he's going the full way. Oh, Roman going for the old school 10 count. That's some old school wrestling right there. Had a clothesline over the top rope to the outside. Well, Paul Heyman doesn't look exactly happy. And there's the drive-by. The basement dropkick. Big Bossman saying, when I was a young warthog. See, that says, good evening, Grandkid. I hope you have an awesome day so far. Man, and looking forward to an amazing Crown Jewel Aussie assault. Roman Reigns taking this into the audience. I was going to say that we don't normally see that, but we actually saw exactly that happening on SmackDown during the Last Man Standing between Damian Priest and Aleister Black, which was very, very cool. I actually finished on the outside with the audience. And Roman with the trash can. Look at all that garbage out there. My goodness. They're slowly fighting their way back out to the middle of the ring. Oh my goodness. That's what makes it Australia. And now Roman Reigns has indeed become Batman. Batman? Batman, you say? I'm counting on it. See, this says hitting him with the willow. Michael Cole saying, for Bronson Reed's sake, I hope this cricket match doesn't last 4 days. That is certainly how long cricket feels like. OTC, OTC. Oh, too much show voting there. There's a "this is awesome" chant going out. Now the candlesticks. It's been all Roman so far. Oh, Roman has the mic. We want tables. I think Roman is about to do some furniture rearranging. And there's the football. Did the ball just smack off of Roman Reigns' face there? Did he throw it into the rope and it just went bounced back on him? I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but that's what it seemed. Oh, Seether says he needs to do his research a little bit better. A test match is 5 days, not 4. Seether says, loving the guy in the front row with the Brisbane Broncos jersey after they won RL Premiership last Sunday that I was at. Oh my goodness, you're even there. That's very awesome. Oh, what a heel Bronson Reed is, putting the table away. And here come the steel chairs on the Roman Reigns. Sometimes the computer just has all of the answers, which is very, very rude of it. Okay, there's nothing else we can do here. We can just need to hope that we've done enough. Unfortunately not. As I said, sometimes the computer in Boom just has all of the outs. It's very, very rude of it. Darn seeing CPU doing a Yugi and drawing all of the outs. It certainly feels that way sometimes. Oh my goodness! They said that was a Samoan drop. It looked more like a white noise from Sheamus. Cedar says, onto the chair, Bronson took too long. These clotheslines from the tribal chief to the tribal thief. Cedar says, commentator saying getting up nice and early for the match. It's 10:30 p.m. here, and I'm easily 9 beers down. Perfect time of the day for all us Aussies. It is currently 1 p.m. in the afternoon here, in the hometown of the Grand Cat in Scotland, Glasgow. Oh! Bronson Reed with her jagged edge, his new finisher. Roman is absolutely not going to put over that finisher. Doesn't work for me, brother. Oh, a stop sign has been added. There's a read the sign chant going out. Bronson Reed trying to go for a rock bottom on the stop sign. Cedar says, I'm just loving catching as the Grand Cat live stream. Normally they're far too early in the morning for the likes of me, so this is perfect. Pun intended. It is good indeed to see you, Cedar. Oh! Bronson Reed giving the last rites, but only to himself as he puts himself through the stop sign. The crowd once again want the tables. They yearn for the tables. And there goes Bronson Reed. Head first into the table, or into the chair, sorry, in the corner. And there's a Superman punch. Oh, and only a 2 count. See, this is, I just hope they don't let Bronson win just because he's in his home country. That is a good point. It is the home country of Bronson Reed. Oh, Bronson Reed, what a cowardly heel running away. Oh, Roman might be going for the spear through the corner. Ooh, ah. Oh, he's getting a head of steam. He's running around the entire ring. Oh my god! Braun Breaker with the spear instead. A counter spear. An intercepting spear. Taketo says, hi, Za. Hello, Taketo. And almost a Cerberus bomb through the table. Things have started really picking up now. Taketo asks, do you know about the image bug with the flip cards? I'm not sure which image bug you're particularly referring to, but I know that you can now change the images of flip cards, but you cannot change them back to the original image, which is rather ridiculous. Yeah, there is the Slim Jim patented tables. There's the Michael Cole chair with a cushion on it. Oh! Has Jey Uso came all the way to Australia? And Jimmy? The Usos have appeared to even up the odds. Actually, overly even up the odds because it's now a 3-on-2. It's now Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And I really don't see Cody Rhodes getting involved in this match. A weird spear avalanche splash. Here comes Braun Breaker back. With a mere 150 super kicks, they managed to take him down. And Jimmy and Jey Uso using the moves of their father, the tribal cheeks, Rikishi, with their running ass cheeks into the... And there's the 1D. Stolen from the Dudley Boys. Steeler says, I see Lesnar joining the numbers. That would be rather cool. That would complete the team of the Bros. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Brock Lesnar. Holy crap! Get in there, Braun Breaker, with a military press into the knee drop. That was very, very cool. And now Braun Breaker is seeing Jimmy Uso over by the corner. He's thinking about spearing him through it, the same way that Roman Reigns was before. Will we see another counter spear, another intercepting spear? Oh my goodness. Straight through the barricade. Then Bronson Reed going for a tsunami, but a Superman punch to the top turnbuckle. Oh my goodness. Jey Uso accidentally spearing Roman Reigns through the table. Or was it accidental? Was it deliberate? Is Jey Uso trying to take out the tribal chief so that he can become the next tribal chief? What a villain Jey Uso is. And there's a tsunami by Bronson Reed. And that is it. Roman Reigns has been defeated by Bronson Reed. In a 3-on-2 match. I think that actually genuinely is the biggest win in Bronson Reed's career. Roman Reigns does not regularly lose singles one-on-one matches. That is really, really surprising. And I think Jey Uso is going to have some explaining that he needs to do. Oh, Jey Uso. Cedar says, yeah, one-on-one. It wasn't even one-on-one. It was 3-on-2. Bronson Reed actually had a one-man disadvantage and still managed to overcome Roman Reigns. Just going to show the true power of the tribal thief. That is an incredible start to the show. Oh, Roman Reigns is going to be furious at Jey Uso. Oh my goodness. Roman Reigns says he doesn't want to see them until Christmas. Oh. See, it says, I hope this is not leading to a Seth win. That would not be good for the future of WWE. I would be very, very surprised if Seth Rollins doesn't manage to win. Roman taking his Ulafalas. Oh, Jay talking smack behind Roman's back. Oh, I think there's going to be some big punishments for Jey Uso on the coming few weeks. Oh, Jay being a despicable heel. He's losing his grip on reality. They flew all the way to Australia just to cost Roman Reigns the match. Oh, it looks like the women's Crown Jewel Championship match is coming out next. Michael Cole says prestigious. That's not the word I would use for that belt. Gaudy, maybe. Filler. It's going to be Stephanie Vacour versus Tiffany Stratton. Is this a trailer for a new Saw movie? If it's not Saw, it looks like it's really ripping off Saw. Your host? That had better be some tie-in with Saw, because otherwise that is a tremendous rip-off. Seether says 100% rip-off of Saw. Your host, Google says inspired by, but it's not part of the Saw franchise. That is ridiculous. Now remember that Tiffany Stratton has not been pinned, has not been beaten in all of 2025, which is incredible. Thrasher says, hi Grandcat. Hello Thrasher. Welcome to the stream. We are now on break for 1 minute and 30 seconds while we are waiting for the next match to begin. Yeet J Uso says, "Hi, Grandcat." Hello, Yeet. I saw you just costing your cousin his match, but not 5 minutes ago. Thrasher says, Vakur 100% losing? Really? That's surprising. I think that Vakur could be the one to win. Cedar says, it's cool that we get the same ad regardless of location. That is interesting, yes. From someone that has been to these live shows, I can tell you exactly what happens during these little breaks. The answer is absolutely nothing. Literally, sometimes you'll even see wrestlers like standing in the ring just waiting for the adverts to finish. Oh, Yi Uso says, I started watching you and you're the reason why I downloaded WWE Supercard. Really? Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you, Yeet. Thrasher says, Grandcat, do you think we'll get a title image in the next Battle Pass? Well, I'm certainly hoping for it. Cedar says, I'm likely wrong, but I think it's too early for Stephanie to win the crown jewel, given how limited her time in WWE has been since NXT. That is also a very, very good point. Perhaps it is Stephanie Vakur that is the one that's going to be losing. Maybe Tiffany Stratton has earned this victory. We will need to see. Oh, we've got a pyramid and we've got a castle next to each other. Oh, this is in Las Vegas. That makes sense. You don't normally get those two structures next to one another. It's Green Day. I didn't actually know that Green Day was still around. I'm a little bit surprised, if I'm honest. Cedar says, don't get those structures next to each other unless in Las Vegas. Then there's one on every corner. Thrasher says, Seth is my favourite of all time and Cody's my second favourite, so I'm very hyped for their match. It's going to be a great match, Thrasher. And now we have the Crown Jewel champion, where the defending champion, Liv Morgan, is nowhere to be seen. And instead, it's going to be Stephanie Vakur versus Tiffany Stratton. Which really just goes to show that this title means absolutely nothing. Stephanie Vakur has a really, really cool entrance. She's wearing her blue outfit. But her music sucks. She really, really needs better music than what she currently has. Oh, they're actually mentioning Liv Morgan. This is her first career match in Australia. She's been unbeaten in the last 9 matches, and she's had 24 victories in 2025, most in WWE. See, this says, wow, old school Green Day with a new album. See, this says, hang on, Grandcat. You meant to say Naomi, not Liv, right? Liv was the tag team champion until injured. No. Liv was the inaugural Crown Jewel champion in Riyadh last year, alongside Cody Rhodes. Thrasher says, last year I remember it so funny when Cody put on the Crown Jewel ring on his finger, and it was very small on his finger. They probably had to cut it. Cedar says, I get you. Yes. So, you know, Tiffany Stratton has a great entrance. And great entrance music as well. And here she comes. (17-0) record in 2025. 281 days as champion. I genuinely think that Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer are among two of the best female wrestlers, not just in WWE, not just currently, in all of history. Well, that's interesting. She said Stephanie Vaquer as opposed to Stephanie Vaquer. Now I don't know what the correct pronunciation is. Baron says, Seth needs to win, but I feel his win is going to have a big asterisk next to it. I'm talking about someone from outside the division, and maybe it leads to Heyman latching on to Breaker, his guy. Cedar says, is it just me or has Tiffy lost a little weight in the last couple of months too? Actually, you might be right. Yeah, I think she used to have a bit more muscle. Cedar says, 100% agree, Grand Cat. Cedar says, both are good at what they do. Jay also says, I didn't know how to throw a card until I watched one of your videos, and I noticed that you confuse your cards, and now I have been throwing my cards every single time. Thank you. You're very welcome, Yeet. I see what he means. He's saying that I lower my cards to get slightly easier opponents. Oh, Yeet also says, sorry, I meant to say pro. I see. Thrasher says, I remember when I started playing Supercard, I thought you could use both supports in one game. At one time you were allowed to. Then they changed it to you only get to use one of your two supports. And even older than that, at one time you're only allowed one support. See, this says, don't worry, Thrasher, been there, done that. That's why I try and do so many of these tutorial videos, to help out any new players. Because there's an awful lot the WWE Supercard doesn't tell you. It just expects you to know. Barn says, that was back when you had to manually activate managers. Indeed, you did. You didn't just get one that would just be active from the beginning. So there was absolutely no reason to use something that only increased one stat. You would always go for a manager that increases 2 stats across the entire deck. Yeet J says, I like your profile picture. I like cats too. Hi, thank you, Yeet J Uso. Cedar says, we love your videos, the Grand Cat. Thank you. Oh, Tiffany Stratton with a very cool cartwheel. Oh, that looked like a bit of a stiff back fist there by Stephanie Vaquer to Tiffany. These two are doing some amazing technical work in the ring right now. That was a little bit of a scuff. Didn't look exactly correct. I think I mentioned this before in one of my previous videos, but is it just me? I've been watching a little bit of Wednesday on Netflix, but Does Stephanie Vacour look a little bit like a grown-up version of Wednesday in an alternate universe where she decided to become a wrestler? Oh, is Stephanie Vacour going to accept the handshake of Tiffany Stratton? Oh, she did not. Oh, it's Tiffy time. Oh, there's the handspring elbow made famous by China. Oh, she's doing the face washing, I believe it's called. The boots to the face in the corner. Thrasher says, "Are you a fan of Braun Breaker, Grand Cat?" If I'm honest, I wasn't initially when he was in NXT 2.0, but since then he has become one of the best wrestlers on their main roster, I believe. He is doing fantastic work. See, this is, yeah, I can see how you see the Wednesday image. I don't think Stephanie McCool is going to win off of a big boot. Although I do believe there was a time that Charlotte Flair won off of a big boot. Stephanie with a running leg drop. In the 80s, that would have defeated absolutely anyone when done by the Huckster. Thrasher says, surprised you are considering he is a dog and you're a cat, and it's very well known that cats and dogs don't get along. Well, I wouldn't say that. I think anyone that likes animals would get along with each other. If there's anyone that does not like animals, those are the ones you don't trust. Baron Von Joy says, yeah, Charlotte wins the LOL era of wrestling. EJ also says, Grand Cat, are you a fan of Andrade? I was. Am I still? I'm not sure. Andrade seems to be someone that doesn't have any loyalty to any particular company, not to AEW, not to WWE. He just seems to go where the money is. And from what I understand, Andrade had the opportunity to become tag team champions with Rey Fenix and WWE, and he no-showed them. And that kind of puts me off Andrade a little bit. The fact that he not only took matters into his own hands, but he also took Rey Fenix's push and decided to shove it so that he could get himself a better opportunity in AEW. And that puts me off him a little bit. See, this says that submission looks painful. Oh, there's a reverse clothesline. Stephanie Vacour taking out the kid's gloves. There's the handspring elbow, of course, made famous by China. Whoa, there we go. The Alabama slam off of the cartwheel. That was very, very cool. That is very, very cool. Thrasher says, just like Jeff Jarrett back in the Monday Night Wars, he would be in WWF, then WCW, then WF again, then WCW. See, this says, wow, I wasn't aware of that with Andrade. Makes you wonder sometimes. Baron Joy says, Andrade is a complete and utter mercenary, loyal only to the dollars he's getting paid. And Jay also says, I'm a big fan of Cody Rhodes. What's your favourite wrestler of all time? My favourite wrestler of all time is the King of Kings, the Game, Triple H. See, this says, good lip reading there after the Alabama Slam kick out. There was an F word from Tiffy. She said duck, but with an F. That dragon screw did look quite lethal. Oh, Stephanie McClure going up to the top rope. She doesn't normally. We're going to push the outside, but she catches herself with the steel steps. Oh, Stephanie McClure going for... I'm not sure what she was going for, actually. Jump off the middle rope. Whoa! That was a suplex into a backbreaker, into a backstabber, as it was called, by Carlito, or backcracker when he was face. Thrasher says, "What's your favourite Triple H theme, Grand Cat?" Oh, almost all of Triple H's themes have been really, really good. I really do like his King of Kings theme. Whoa, a roll through. See, this says, apologies, Grand Cat. Yeah, duck with an F. Jay also says, what do you think about Solo's new MFT? Yes, so you did say that right, JSO. I think it's really good. They're wearing the old face paint that they used to use as when they were part of Guerrillas of Destiny. And I think... Oh, wow! A swanton into knees. Oh, we're going to see the Devil's Kiss. We are ready. A Devil's Kiss right here in Australia. And now she's going for a package piledriver. No, it's package backbreaker. No, Tiffy kicking out of there. Oh, Thrasher says, if you listen carefully, you'll know that my time and the game have the same instrumental. Cedar says, where's Booker? Booker hasn't been seen since that 5-minute compilation video of the Devil's Kiss went on the YouTube channel. On WWE's own YouTube channel. Oh! The rolling senton, that was Mr. Kennedy's, one of his signatures. And then she went for the prettiest moonsault ever. And Stephanie McClure to the top rope. Oh! That was almost spiral tap. Ah, Stephanie McClure wins! With the spiral tap. Wow! Spiral tap was a move that was used by the phenomenal AJ Styles and TNA. And the reason that he doesn't do it anymore, as he said in interviews, that he's forgotten how to. So it's very cool to see Stephanie McClure managing to break that out. And she is now the second ever Crown Jewel Women's Champion. Congratulations to Stephanie McClure, and the first person in 2025 to beat Tiffany Stratton. She did it clean. She did it without any cheating, without any interference whatsoever, without any controversy. And I think that is very, very cool that that Stephanie McClure has been given the rub. It really goes to show that WWE have big plans and big expectations for Stephanie McClure, and I genuinely think that both Stephanie McClure and Tiffany Stratton are the future of the women's division. There it is. There's Spiral Tap. Very, very cool. Very difficult move to pull off, and it looks incredible. And there he is. There's the King of Kings himself, Triple H, preparing to give Stephanie McClure the Crown Jewel Championship. Oh, there is the ring. 175 diamonds. I mean, even if it is, who cares? And how would you even prove it? Look at how ridiculous that belt looks. La Primera coming out #1. And also by doing this, it really shows that Stephanie McClure is the top female in WWE. They had the two women's world champions going face to face, head to head there with reasonably nothing on the line. And they had Stephanie McClure winning. And I think that is very, very cool. Triple H telling Stephanie just how proud he is of her. And now Jackie Redmond's going to do an interview. And she does deserve it. I genuinely think the Women's World Championship that she's got there is better looking than that Crown Jewel Championship. I think that Crown Jewel Championship looks like garbage. A belt that is defended once a year and doesn't even need to be defended by the previous champion. It's literally for no reason. Oh, she's holding the world title upside down. Now we're cutting back to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Oh. Now we're getting into John Cena, phenomenal AJ Styles. That was a very, very cool backstage promo there. So Paul Heyman saying that regardless of what Seth Rollins says, that Seth Rollins is out there by himself tonight against Cody Rhodes. What the hell is this we're watching? Let's read some of the comments. Alright, remind me never to play Battlefield 6 because that advert was terrible. Cedar says she didn't quite get the full rotation, but damn, it's a move and a half. Congrats to Stephanie. G-Uso says, who won the match between Big Bronson Reed or OTC? Trash says, disappointed with the result, to be honest. Cedar says, Bronson won after Jey Uso speared Roman by accident. Jey Uso says, I don't have Peacock. I just saw what happened. I hate Big Bronson Reed. Cedar says, oh my goodness. There we are. We jumped away for a second there. Cedar says, as if we believe what Heyman is saying. Thrasher says, Heyman turning on Seth soon. And Cedar says, lol, Zac Efron blown up by a missile. Well, it's deserved. What else can I say? So we're now watching the promo for John Cena versus AJ Styles, which it's very, very difficult to have a promo considering John Cena hasn't been seen on television since he was destroyed by Brock Lesnar. Cedar says, surely they won't have Cena lose twice in a row in his farewell tour. I don't see that happening. I would be very, very surprised. One final showdown between the two of them. This match here is not going exactly the way that I hoped it would. This is real back in about 4 to 5 seconds. That was a little bit complicated, but I think I did a pretty good job in bringing it back. Oh, we got a special one. Oh, that's interesting. We got a WrestleMania 41 Ethan Page boom card. And that one is actually new. I haven't pulled one of them before. New card discovered. Is that a wombat? Australia is pretty good with its tourism board here. Thrasher says, Grand Cat, you're doing this live because it's in Australia and the difference in time zones, or will you be doing this for every PLE? This one's convenient for me. I can't guarantee I'll be doing this with every single pay-per-view, so I would say enjoy it while you can. Uso says, the one that is going to be good is going to be Cena versus AJ Styles. Well, I believe that's what's coming up next. And here comes AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Oh, that's very traditional AJ Styles clothing. It's almost like a throwback to his TNA days. And he's wearing the little necklace around his neck. This is a throwback to early TNA days of AJ Styles. As some would say, is the prime AJ Styles. Kenzie says hi, hello. Oh, Cedar says no AJ gloves. Interesting. Cedar says, don't worry, it's the Grand Cut. I'm enjoying this for sure. Cedar says, and I will follow it up by sitting on the couch tomorrow and watching the Bathurst 1000 race tomorrow. I'm not sure what that is, but I hope it's something that you enjoy. And I hope that it is as good as what you're expecting it to be. Geus says, how can I add you as a friend in WWE Supercard? My name is Pentagon Jr., please. I don't think you can add someone as a friend, but what you can do is you can click on my name and you can click follow, and then you'll be able to see all of the things that I get up to. You'll be able to watch me in campaign mode as well. See, this says it's a 1,000-kilometer V8 supercars race at a town called Bathurst. Ah, that sounds very exciting. And we've got 25 picks now, but before we do this, let us watch and enjoy the Unseen 17 Greatest of All Time big match John Cena's entrance in what I believe is his third last match in all of history. I'm going to enjoy watching this. And here we go. Rockadoo! He's got a kangaroo with the never give up symbol. Cena has the camera. The last time is now. This is John Cena's last match overseas. Running to the ring as he is well known for. Still running the ropes. Oh, so he has 4 more appearances after this. Cena says, I have a kangaroo as a pet too. He says, no, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm not sure the kangaroos would make a very good pet, if I'm honest. Says, it's like all overseas people believe that. See, it says, yeah, not a good pet unless you're a boxer. Oh, does he want to Cena grabbing the microphone? Oh, oh, he's got a note. Let's see what it has to say. Ah, thank you, Cena. It says, I must admit, I love the fact that Cena appears to be enjoying the atmosphere. These last few events, really soaking it in. Absolutely. Look at how behind Cena is. The crowd are just behind John Cena, is what I'm trying to say. Look at all those yellow shirts. Oh! Whoa! That was very, very cool. The face of TNA, total non-stop action, mentioning Bullet Club, the undisputed ace of Bullet Club. Yeah, this is going to be huge. This is going to be an amazing match. See, this says also Aussies are very gracious. EJ says, can I see your name real quick? It's the Grand Cut. See, that says, good on you, John. That's respect for your opponent. Love you, Cena. Carlos says, what's your opponent of the legacy cards on the draft board? It's hard to get a single one. It very is. And Cedar says, guaranteed Eon pool, but who cares given the match? I really wanted to listen to that entrance there. Okay, let's go ahead and, since there's a headlock on, let's start pulling these and see what our guaranteed Eon card is going to be. Oh, here we go. And it is Carmelo Hayes. Well, I think it's new. I don't think it's a pro. I'm not sure what I was hoping for, but I was not expecting Carmelo Hayes. Now a TNA chant going out. Clean break between AJ Styles and Cena in the corner. Whoa! Oh, snapmare. Caesar says, I was hoping to watch Crown and the Jewel while watching your stream, while chatting, and while playing WWE Supercard, but that's just too much, so my play has been forfeited. The other three take first place. It certainly is not the easiest to multitask. And again. Caesar says, evening at WNO. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see a fellow teammate in the chat. Did I miss a comment from WNO there? I may have done. Oh. And there's the phenomenal combo. Oh! Phenomenal combo into the Proplex. Proplex was John Cena's original finisher when he was the prototype. And now he's going for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Oh! Styles trying to reverse it. A reversal into an enziguri. And here's a second Proplex. And once again into the 5-knuckle shuffle. And Cena's prepped. Attitude adjustment. Oh, Styles kicks out. Oh, Styles with the Oshigoroshi. Gio says, Grandkids, I also pro Bray Wyatt support. Ah, yes, very, very good sport. There's the Oshigoroshi replay once again. So it says, nope, it's a Grandcat. No comment miss, I just noticed him in the list of viewers. Ah, right. Very cool. He may be watching, but maybe doing something else and unable to chat. Oh, Styles going for the Styles Clash. Whoa! Cena with a skull-crushing finale, which was Miz's finisher and was originally called the Breakdown. It was made by Chris Jericho. But John Cena is going through a lot of his old opponents' finishers. And the commentators mentioning that Miz did beat John Cena with that move at the main event of WrestleMania, although it was largely because of The Rock, but we're ignoring that. Giuso says, but I got silver. Oh. Whoa, Styles going for a burning hammer? Oh no, he's going for the... Wow, that was like a Blue Thunder powerbomb. It was like a torture rack into the Blue Thunder powerbomb. Almost thought Styles was going to go for a crossroads for a second there. Oh, Styles say the commentator saying that was an homage to one of Styles' great opponents. Of course, that was supposed to be Sting, the Scorpion Death Drop. Oh, Cena going for the STFU. Now into the crossface. Oh! Cena into the accolade. Of course, Cena and Rusev did have another match at WrestleMania, where Rusev came out with a tank. Now what are we going to see? AJ Styles with the Asuka lock for some reason. Oh. Yeah, I thought he was going for the cap crusher. Whoa! Cena with the walls of Jericho! Oh my goodness! The walls of Jericho! Cole actually just said the walls of Jericho. Oh my goodness. That's huge. Oh, is Styles now has the calf crusher locked in. Oh, and Steeda managing to counter it into the STF. See, this is an encyclopedia of submission maneuvers. Now we're going to see the Styles Clash. There it is. Styles Clash. Styles crush you. These two are putting on a wrestling clinic. I think the crowd are chanting "Fight Forever." Oh, he's going for the phenomenal forearm. Oh, into the rock bottom. Oh my goodness. With a kiss as well. Almost won with his sister Abigail. With a shout out to Bray Wyatt. That was very cool. Look, the Fireflies are out. Now I think you Wyatt chant going out. And here comes the old professional. Oh! Oh! Angel's wings! And Michael Cole even called it Angel's wings. Angel's Wings, of course, being the finisher of one of AJ Styles' greatest rivals, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. I thought Cena was thinking about going for a Stone Cold Stunner there. That calf kick. A big uppercut. These two men have nothing left. They are fighting with everything they've got. Now I'm reminded of Metal Gear Solid 4, of Solid Snake and Revolver Ocelot. Just taking swings at each other. The chop from AJ Styles. Oh! Oh! Cena going for the Styles Clash? Oh! Pedigree? Oh, nope. AJ Styles saying no to that. Deadeye? AJ Styles doing a shout out to Hangman Adam Page with the Deadeye. No, John Cena showing that he could kick out of Adam Page's finisher. Oh! Vintage Orton. The Orton DDT. Oh my goodness, is he slithering out for the RKO? Oh, the RKO! Oh, the mega punt? Whoa! Styles with his own AA. See, they're saying Cena's not losing to an AA. Oh my goodness, he's going for the five knuckle shuffle. Oh, Cena going for a choke slam. Compliments of the Undertaker. Holy crap! That was cool as hell. Are the audience chanting 619? I mean, I think Styles could maybe do it. I'm not sure Cena could. Oh my god! No way! Holy crap! Oh no. Styles with a reverse clothesline. Oh my god, that I was about. Oh my god! Here we go. Are we going to see the phenomenal forearm? Oh! The 450! Holy shit chant going out, and well deserved it is. Oh my goodness. Styles going for the Shawn Michaels sweet chin music. And so there's a message here by reviews from Caesar. He just says, may have hurt both of them, that 450. Didn't think it was anything that needed to be hidden. Just shows that YouTube can be a little bit overprotective. See, this says they have gone all out in this one. They absolutely have. This has been phenomenal. Michael Cole says there's not even any moves left. Wade Barrett says, what was your finisher? And Michael Cole says, the Ann Cole lock. Oh, the phenomenal forearm. Oh, Cena kicks out. Styles is running out of moves that he could possibly use. That phenomenal forearm looks so good. Oh, there's doing yes chants. Are we going to see the knee plus? Oh, he's going for the Styles Clash. Cena countering it into the AA. Styles using the Great Khali Lee counter to elbow Cena's jaw to get out of the... Oh, Styles is going all out. He's becoming vicious. Oh, Styles! Cena held on. Oh, Styles kicked out. Well, now I don't know what the finish is going to be. See, this says entertainment is the name of the game, and that is what they have delivered, that is for sure. This is awesome. Is this going to be an avalanche AA? Styles is trying to fight out of it. What are we going to see here? Oh, Cena goes down. Styles still up on the top rope. What are we looking to see here? Oh, the roll through. Cena picks him up. Into a tombstone pile driver. Oh my god! Tombstone into the attitude adjustment. That has to be the finish. Wow. Styles, of course, who had the last match with The Undertaker in the Boneyard match. That was an amazing match. That was incredible. See, they said had to get the snacks out. May not be able to hear the commentary now. Baron says Mr. WWE versus Mr. TNA one last time delivered. That was amazing. The amount of finishers, the amount of shoutouts that were used. Oh, and we just cut away from John Cena celebrating on the top rope. Well done, production team. Idiots. There was the Orton DDT, there was the RKO. He went for the Mega Punt, he went for the 619. We pulled off the Mrs. Skull Crushing Finale. AJ Styles brought out the Scorpion Death Drop. Cena brought out the Walls of Jericho. There was a Choke Slam, there was the Tombstone Pile Driver. That was cool as hell. See, that says, congratulations to both wrestlers. Enjoyed that 100%. And what a fantastic end to the storied era of John Cena versus AJ Styles. Both legends of the business. That's only 4 dates for John Cena remain. That does not necessarily mean 4 matches. Four dates remain for John Cena. Wow. That was huge. And now we have to move into the extremely silly... Cody Rhodes has his own little rug. Oh, he still has the crown jewel ring. Wait. He said that this match is coming up in a number of moments. What happened to the tag match? What happened to Kairi Sane and Asuka versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley? Is that just not happening? A well-deserved standing ovation. Okay, so we are getting that match. See, this says, nah, tag match is next. I really hate how stupid this storyline is, because it makes Io Sky look so stupid. And she really, really doesn't need that. They are my family. Jesus. Io looks so stupid in this storyline. And Kairi Sane looks so childish in this as well. That she's like, oh, I have to do exactly what Asuka is. The only person that's getting over in this storyline is Asuka. And she's doing it at the behest of, like, it's essentially burying Kairi and Io Sky. And it's such a stupid, stupid thing. Thrasher says, I would pop so hard if Io turns heel. Yes, absolutely. Cedar says, I hope Rhea wins at home. I suspect Rhea will win. I would be very surprised if Rhea didn't pick up the victory here. Cedar says, it made Kairi look super weak too. Yes. Kairi spelled K-Y-R-E-E. Like, if they can't put on a good storyline, then what they need to do is put on a huge match. And the fact that this is following John Cena versus AJ Styles, those two are going to have to work super hard here. And it looks like we've got a 3.5 minute long break. So I have run out of Pepsi, so I'm going to get myself another drink, and I will be back within the next 3 minutes. Thrasher says it's so weird seeing ads and ad breaks and PLEs. See, says spelling mistakes are allowed. Told you it's been I'm 9 beers down. And since then, there's been 3 Canadian club and squashes since. See, this says ads are needed when PLEs are watched live. Allows for setup between fights, I guess. Well, I mean, that is part of it, I suppose. Okay, looks like we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Well, 35 seconds, but who's counting? Okay, I am back, and I have a can of Pepsi Max next to me. So I am genuinely interested in seeing who John Cena's final opponent is going to be. Because it has to be someone huge, you would imagine. I know that the original ideas were to pencil in Gunther. But after the matches we've seen with Cena bringing out the old finishers and such, I'm wondering, is Gunther going to be good enough? I don't know, honestly, who you would give Cena's last match to. Now let's look at Australia. At National Park in Exmouth. Exmouth, is that how you pronounce that? Cedar says, would they do a rematch against Lesnar for him to seek redemption? Thrasher says, I think it was leaked that it's Gunther. I've been thinking about this. The reports came out saying that there wouldn't be a rematch between Lesnar and Cena. And I'm thinking, is that really the way they're going to leave Cena versus Lesnar? Or is there maybe a change in direction? And are we maybe going to see Cena versus Lesnar for Cena's final match? I don't know. There was a lot of camels going across that beach. One of the things I really like about the way that Australia looks is the water looks so clean. Thrasher says, yes, it wouldn't make sense for Cena to magically beat Lesnar in the span of 2 months. And here come the Kabuki Warriors. Now, they are going to have to put on an incredible showing here. Kairi Sane with the Kitsune Fox mask. Asuka with the typical Oni mask. And Asuka is wearing her full-on face paint. It's not just the little... It's not just the little centipede that she's had across her face the past few times we've seen her. Chat, remind me, what was Asuka's old name was when she was doing her kind of crazed clown gimmick? I have forgotten. I think it begins with a K. It's something like Kiana, but it's not Kiana. Kana? Kana. I think it might be Kana. Cedar says, I'm not going to bed anytime soon. Not with his tag match and Rhodes versus Seth to come. I would say the Rhodes versus... Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins has potential to be one of the matches of the night. I would have said match of the night, but that John Cena versus AJ Styles was levels better than what I expected. I would say that Cena versus AJ Styles match has contender to be match of the year. That's genuinely how good I think that match was. Thrasher says, so Grant, now that we are close to season 12 in Supercard, what do you think was the worst and best things that happened in Supercard? I can straight up tell you the worst thing is when Supercard did that really, really stupid giveaway or the free pack that people were just allowed to click infinitely, and then they resolved it in the worst possible way that they possibly could. I think that was really, really stupid of WWE Supercard, and it had potential to potentially end the game as a whole if it hadn't been for people taking a stand and making WWE Supercard take some responsibility, and of which I was amongst a few. But you see, this is Abyss, yes. What do I think the best thing to happen in Supercard is? I think Supercard's actually been pretty good recently. I really liked SummerSlam Rocks. I thought that was a very, very cool match, cool mode. Also, I really like getting the title images. I think those are cool. I can't really say off the top of my head what I would say is the best thing to happen in Supercard, but I can certainly tell you when Supercard is doing good, and I can certainly tell you when Supercard is doing bad. And when Supercard is doing bad, I will call them out on it. I'm absolutely not going to hide my reactions. But I think that the worst thing was probably that free pack. And here is Rhea Ripley. The roof is about to blow off the arena here, I would say. Yeah, see, this says I can see Kairi costing them this match. Thrasher says, yeah, remember your videos saying Supercard was going to die? If I hadn't have done anything, I think it probably would have. If it hadn't been, I mean, it wasn't just me. There was other people out there making it known, showing how disapproving we were. Oh! Rhea Ripley has Rio written under her eye. RHIYO is the tag team of Rhea and Io. Oh my goodness, look at that Australian jacket that Rhea has had custom made for this match. Very, very cool. But yes, Thrasher, I genuinely think the game, I mean, it might still be going, but it would not be as big as it currently is if it hadn't been for people like me getting Supercard to take some responsibility for their actions, for their mistakes. Baron Monjoy says they should run for the finale of this retirement tour. John Cena versus Moxley at WWE and AEW present Forbidden Door. If anything, just to stick it to the fantasy booking marks. Cedar says Mami. That would certainly be an interesting choice if Cena's final opponent was Jon Moxley. I think it would confuse the hell out of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. It's surprising that Io and Rhea didn't come out together, but I guess they wanted to just have Rhea have her singles entrance. Now I noticed there on Rhea's boots that one of them has the Australian flag and the other one has the Japanese flag. Oh, I think that's maybe in reference to Rhea and Io Sky. Oh my goodness. They're not wasting any time. They were still deciding as to who would start the match, and it turns out Asuka and Kairi have just both ran to attack and throw Rhea out of the match. And now it's going to be a 2-on-1 essentially against Io. And Kairi seems to have lost all of her not being able to fight against Io. She has no problems with attacking her. And now it's Asuka and Io that are left in the ring. They slowly turn to look at one another. Oh. Oh. Io is taking it to Asuka? Wow. The commentary team going on about how Asuka taught Io everything that she knows, but that Asuka didn't teach Io everything that she knows. That Asuka may have kept a few secrets so that she could hold the upper edge against Io. Those were some terrible, terrible looking headbutts. Asuka with a very, very stiff elbow, bringing out the strong style. With a solid, solid drop kick to Asuka. Io Sky chants going up. Zoe says, happy birthday, Mommy. Says, hello. Hello, Zoe. Is Zoe a K-pop Demon Hunters fan? You know, I've not watched it yet, but I have heard good things. See, this is the Grand Cat. Have you noticed the cat's eyes on each butt cheek of Rhea? I can't say that I have noticed, although I was not looking at that particular area of Rhea. But I shall now take a look next time I see her. And now the two that are standing are Rhea Ripley and Kairi. Trying to get themselves into the ring. The official is doing the count out. The referee's up to 7. Baron says this feud was always Io versus Asuka. Asuka bullied Kairi, who looks like a wet cat when Asuka shouts at her into being a heel. She looks like a wet cat. Kairi Sane taking moves out of Kinnikuman. I'm pretty sure that I've seen Robin Mask do that exact same move. I mean, I can say that although this is a terrible storyline, it has given some prominent featuring to Kairi Sane, Asuka, Io Sky, and Rhea, who they have, all 4 of them, been deeply needing it for a while. Oh! Asuka just standing on the head of Io Sky there, on the back of her neck. surfing on the back of her skull there. I can't tell what the audience are chanting. Kyrie looks like she wasn't happy about doing that kick. Oh, Rhea is wanting to come in. She'll be a house of fire when she does. It won't just be a hot tag, it'll be a blazing tag. Thrash says, crazy that almost 70% of the crowd has a Cena shirt. And that really just goes to showcase how good Cena has been recently in his last year. If you even think back 2 years ago, when Cena was losing to Solo Sikoa in the opening match of WrestleMania, no one cared about Cena. Not a single person. Baron says, my internet went spotty here, and I heard Asuka surfing on Io, and thought Asuka did Muscle Inferno for a bit. Yeah, she didn't surf her into the turnbuckle. Seether says you couldn't tell what the crowd was saying as a grand cut. Must be the Aussie accents. I can translate for you if needed. Yes, if you could translate. Although judging by what Wade Barrett and Michael Cole were saying, they seem to understand. So I'm guessing it was something particularly rude. So if you could maybe say it in such a way that is not going to get to your comment removed, that would be very, very cool. Maybe a PG version of what the audience were chanting, as I genuinely could not understand what they were saying. Thrasher says, I will respectfully have to disagree with you, Grand Cut. I think Cena has not been good since 2003. I think if you watch the match that just happened with John Cena there, I don't think you can say that Cena is anything less than good right now. See that says, not sure if that got censored. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it was similar. It was similar to the chant that was done yesterday. That is about the best that I can say. See, it says, not sure if that got censored. It did indeed get censored. Trying to say, sorry, Grand Cut, but that match with Cena stealing moves and burying everyone else's finish moves. Sealer says, Asuka is a banker. Yes, that is, for all intents and purposes, what the crowd seem to have been chanting. Perhaps one letter off. And Thrasher, you are well entitled to your own opinions. Certainly, but wrestling is entertainment, and I thought it was a very, very entertaining match. And I think that John Cena is on the run of his life. I can't remember having seen the audience this behind John Cena before. Cena says, love you, Grand Cat, lol. Baron says, I don't care anymore after that match. Cena burying Nexus is forgiven. I honestly don't think that Wade Barrett would agree. Oh my goodness, that was a fierce and solid facebuster. That was just a straight on face plant into the ring mat there. And then here comes Rhea Ripley. Wow. Rhea Ripley with that shining wizard. Looking very, very solid. Kyrie with a rolling tag. And there's another shining wizard by Asuka this time. Let's read. We've got a few messages here. Caesar says, it wasn't selling finishers, it was shout-outs to other amazing wrestlers. Skip says, Roman losing was rubbish. Other than the pay-per-view itself, it has been better than any of the Saudi Arabia pay-per-views anyway. 100% agree, Skip. The audience makes a huge part of it, but the storylines also make a huge part of it. And the fact that there isn't all the pandering to Saudi Arabia every 15 seconds really does absolutely help. Oh my goodness, that was a huge razor's edge. Kairi Sane was just folded in half afterwards. And now Io Sky with a missile dropkick off the top rope. Wow. Caesar says, remembers the Grand Cat, check those cheeks for cat's eyes. Oh, I have not been checking. Caesar says, is Rhea doing a shout out to the amazing the Grand Cat with those cat eyes? Oh, she might be. Thrasher says, so disappointed in the Rumble next year and 43 will be in Saudi. I am too, Thrasher. I think if Saudi Arabia doesn't have a play in the matches, I'll be a lot happier. But if someone that Saudi Arabia wants to win the Royal Rumble wins purely to please Saudi Arabia, and the one that I have in mind is Sami Zayn, and if the following year's WrestleMania has someone that Saudi Arabia likes winning in the main event just to please the Saudi Arabian prince, it's like when it starts affecting storylines is when it's a problem. And that's the thing that I don't like about Saudi Arabia. Thrasher says, Saudi has the money to get Mania every year. If that happens, I'll probably stop watching. I don't think I'll ever stop watching WWE. I've been watching it for far, far too long. But it's certainly very off-putting. And I don't have anything against Saudi Arabia. Oh, there, I see the cat eyes now. Yes. Like, for example, if France or Italy or Germany or, like New Orleans or Texas or whoever were throwing the amount of money to WWE that Saudi Arabia were, and they were saying, all right, we are now in control and we want someone that we like to be pushed and to throw away all of your other storylines, I would be just as against them. And it isn't anything against Saudi Arabia as a country or the Saudi Arabian people. It is the few elites of Saudi Arabia that are paying so much money to, for all intents and purposes, ruin the wrestling show, the wrestling programming for their own ordeals, their own ideology, and that's what's disappointing. Skip says, off to England next year would be good to see. Saudi is a Vince McMahon mistake and the company has to deal with that until their agreement expires. Yes, I agree. Vince McMahon has a hell of a lot to answer for, and that is amongst a few of them. Thrasher says, remember when Saudi Arabia wanted Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior? Yes, they wanted them for the greatest Royal Rumble. a Royal Rumble that has not happened since, and also had its own unique championship belt, which was won by Braun Strowman and has never been seen on TV since, because no one in WWE wants to acknowledge the stupid garbage that Saudi Arabia wants to be mentioned. Oh, and we're going for the Riptide here. Oh, Kairi gets out of it. Tag into Asuka. A blind tag. Kairi with that, or Asuka with that spinning backhand there. And now the Scorpion Death Drop and the elbow drop. The insane elbow. Oh, she didn't do the Scorpion Death Drop. She just let go over. Asuka going for the pin. Io jumping in there with a save. Thrasher says, now they'll probably ask for Hogan. Oh, my God. Probably. Idiots. And also because they couldn't get Yokozuna and they got... it wasn't Akebono, it was another sumo wrestler that just competed in the Royal Rumble for no reason, and he didn't want to be there, the audience didn't want him to be there, he didn't know what he was doing, and they were like, okay, I'm just getting, like, thrown over the top rope anyway, so yeah, okay, that's cool. So, yeah, when idiots are left in charge of the program, that's when it becomes a problem, and that is what happened. Thrasher says, it was confirmed that Mania next year will be in Las Vegas again. Yes, it will, but the Mania after that one is going to be in Saudi Arabia, and I believe this year's Royal Rumble is going to be in Saudi Arabia. The thing is, I don't mind Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble, but I do mind Sami Zayn winning the Royal Rumble because of Saudi Arabia. If Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble because he's the guy that they determine should be in the main event of WrestleMania, if they determine he's the guy that has earned it, then yeah, absolutely, that is a good move. But if it's just for the sake of pleasing people in Saudi Arabia, it's a horrible, horrible decision. Oh my goodness. Rhea taking it to Asuka. Face first off the top turnbuckle with that reverse electric chair drop there. Is Rhea going for a top rope riptide? Looks like Kairi is stirring on the outside. There's Kairi. Kairi saving Asuka. Rhea going to throw both of them off. Oh! Kairi pushes Asuka out of the way and takes the big boot herself. There's a riptide. Is she going to give the tag to Io? Are we going to see an over the moonsault for the victory? Over the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Skip says, anyone remember the shittiest Royal Rumble in Saudi? That was a full-on pay-per-view that was trash. Yes, the greatest Royal Rumble. The greatest Royal Rumble of all time. A 50-man Royal Rumble won by Braun Strowman, who won the greatest Royal Rumble championship that has never been seen on TV since. Absolutely useless. See, this says, Kairi pushed Asuka into the corner post to save her. Thrasher says, remember Greatest Royal Rumble, there was going to be a casket match between Taker and Rusev, then it changed to Taker versus Jericho, then it changed again to Rusev versus Taker. Yes. That sounds vaguely familiar. That was a good match. I'm glad that there was no ridiculousness involved. And on Raw, there's going to be the Intercontinental title on the line between Dominic Mysterio and Penta. It seems that the SmackDown before a pay-per-view and the Raw after a pay-per-view are being treated as part of the pay-per-view. Because on SmackDown, we saw the US title defended. We saw the SmackDown Tag Team Championships defended. On Raw, we're getting to see the Intercontinental title defended. So it seems like these are all like matches. Oh, and we also saw the Last Man Standing match between Damian Priest and Aleister Black. Those all seem like pay-per-view matches. And, oh, for goodness sakes, look at them making sure there's absolutely no dust on this prestigious belt. Look at these two guys that are wrestlers that are in developmental. These are guys that 6 years from now, they're going to be like main eventers, and there's going to be like a video that says, here he was back when he was a nobody carrying the Crown Jewel Championship. Okay, now we're getting to see a promo of the story between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. It's probably the biggest story going into this pay-per-view, and it's the one that I was most excited for before the pay-per-view started, and it really is going to have to do a hell of a lot to beat Cena versus AJ Styles. Now, is it going to be one-on-one between Seth Rollins and Cody? Is there going to be interference from the Vision? Is Seth Rollins going to be able to beat Cody in a one-on-one match? It's more about Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes than it is about the Crown Jewel Championship here. Caesar says, I hope that Dom loses to Penta. Thrasher says, WWE just fired 12 developmental wrestlers yesterday. Well, I feel like if WWE felt like any of them had the potential to be a main eventer, they wouldn't have fired them. I don't think it's great that people were ever fired in WWE, but I do understand maybe WWE just felt that maybe some of these guys just weren't living up to their potential, or maybe they just need to be away from WWE for a while and then come back. Come back as a bigger and a better wrestler. Just like Cody Rhodes did, just like Drew McIntyre did, just like Bronson Reed did. Skip says Cena versus Styles was 100% hands down match of the night. Match of the night so far. Thrasher says, in my opinion, Cody versus Seth will be the match of the night. Well, we will need to see, and we're going to find out in literally the next few moments. There's Cody Rhodes, there's Seth freaking Rollins. This is your main event for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Of course, Seth freaking Rollins is the World Heavyweight Championship. Is the World Heavyweight Champion, sorry. Cody Rhodes is the undisputed WWE Universal Uwu Champion himself. The two biggest guys in the main event going one-on-one. Oh. Why does Alexa Bliss have a machine gun? And Undertaker with the Undisputed Championship over his shoulder? With a scythe? Call of Duty Mobile? What, is your free reward a keyring? What the garbage was that? Thrasher says the Universal Uwu Champion. It is indeed. If you take the U from Universal, the WWE, the W from WWE, and the U from Undisputed, you do indeed get Uwu. Caesar says WWE in Call of Duty, lol. Hang on, I'm trying to type one-handed here. There we are. There you can see it. The undisputed WWE Universal Uwu Championship. Skip says, need a clean finish. Can't have those two goons getting involved at ringside. Yes, the hired goons. Thrasher says, 4 letters, 1 word. Goon. Oh my goodness, my chat is ridiculous sometimes. Best chat in the world. Wouldn't have it any other way. And we still have 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. 1 minute and 50 seconds of anticipation for the main event. We are currently at 3:39 PM here in the home of the Grand Cat in Glasgow, Scotland. So I reckon we've got round about... It's supposed to be about 20 minutes left, but I think we might run a little bit long here. I just don't see this match ending in less than 20 minutes. Not unless it's really, really surprising. Right, so we'll play a quick game of Boom while we're waiting. Also, so much for the theories of Austin Theory showing up. That didn't go anywhere. Thrasher says maybe 30 to 50 minutes. Well, we will see. See, that says no chance it's ending in 20 minutes. Thrasher says, why Theory? It was theorized that Austin Theory was going to join the Vision and that he was going to show up at Australia, Perth, because he's from Australia. Those were the rumours. But it seems that those rumours have maybe not went anywhere. See, this is what was Austin Theory supposed to show up in? Just because he's Aussie too, how would they fit him in? Thrasher says Theory is from Atlanta. Well, he's still from Australia. Wait, Theory is from Atlanta? Am I thinking of Grayson Waller? Oh no, have I mistaken Austin Theory and Grayson Waller? Oh, that's terrible. Skip says Waller is from Australia. Right, Waller is Aussie. Apparently, what has been leaked for Survivor Series is that the main event is going to be Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Austin Theory versus Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, and I think Jimmy Uso. I think there was maybe someone else that was in the talks for that. And people thought that Austin Theory was going to debut as a member of the Vision in tonight's pay-per-view. I suppose it could still happen in theory. It's just unlikely, I suppose. I hate that Michael Cole is trying to make us care about this when we very clearly do not. And we're starting with Seth freaking Rollins coming out. See, this says, wow, me too. He's also from Australia. Thrasher says that they don't even look like They don't even look alike. Cedar says, but Roman doesn't see them until Christmas, so that won't happen now. Thrasher says, it could happen in theory. I see what you did there. Cedar says, I don't like the guy, but his intro is cool. Let's see what his outfit is. Oh my goodness, what? Every time I see Seth Rollins in a new outfit, it looks even more deranged than the previous one. Skip says 1:43 AM here in Australia. Really? I'm waiting on the Super League Grand Final in England to start. Also a little later on this morning. Sealer says deranged. That's the right description. Yes. Yes, it is. It is an accurate description. Speaking of Austin Theory. Oh, meow, meow, meow. What's my reward for 12 wins this time? Ugh, it's garbage. It never gives you an Eon card. It's like, oh, you can pull 5 of these. It's like, yeah, but like none of them are going to be Eon, are they? See, this says 12:43 AM here, 1:43 AM in the other eastern states, thanks to daylight savings. Thrasher says, remember when Seth had a blue jacket, took it off and had the exact same jacket underneath? No, I don't remember that. That sounds hilarious. It 100% sounds like something that Seth Rollins would do. That's quite funny, actually. Coming out looking like a supervillain from the 1960s. Now, this is a must-win match for Seth Rollins, I think. And now the first person in history to actually defend the Crown Jewel Championship. The winner of the Crown Jewel Championship the previous year. Competing for it again. Adrenaline in my soul, every thought out of control. Do it all to get them off their feet. Whoa! Cody with a streamlined outfit. Instead of the big long jacket, he's went with a shorter one this time. It's a very different look. Whoa! My father said when I was younger, hard times make better men. Better men. Took it all away, give it all away. We're my kingdom, now you got to pay. To my dreams, but not my name. Know me until the end. I have my kingdom. Oh, there's a signed autograph by the American Nightmare. You just stole that pen. You didn't give it back. There's the crown jewel ring. Whoa! When I was younger, hard times make better men. Better men. See Cody Rhodes' outfit? It reminds me of see those stunt guys on motorcycles that you see? It reminds me of one of them. You know, the likes of Evil Knievel or such. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. The man who's known as quarterback one, who knows him as that? Who the hell's going around backstage calling Cody Rhodes quarterback one? What a stupid nickname. Cody Rhodes. I think that chant was started in Scotland. I think that was us that was responsible for that. I think they are letting Seth Rollins know about his investment skills, as Seth Rollins is a well-renowned banker. Let's see here. We've got a few comments here. Caesar says, sounds like you need to find a clip at Thrasher. Skip says, I haven't played Supercard in ages. Says, actually, I think it was in the build-up to Crown Jewel last year. Caesar says, did you manage to finish Giants Unleashed as a Grand Cat? I did indeed. I have my heroic Roman Reigns. Caesar says, I hope you're wrong as a Grand Cat. Seriously don't want Seth to win. Thrasher says, I know nobody cares about the Crown Jewel Championship, but the Cody won it last year. It would be not good for the legacy of the championship if it did it again. Skip says, something I have always thought, and this goes even back to AEW in last year in England. Places like Australia, England, and Scotland appreciate when a wrestling show comes around, unlike the USA. I wouldn't say that USA doesn't appreciate it, but it's so much more rare for places like the UK and Australia that when it does show up, it's bigger. It's a much bigger thing. Whereas if you're in America, it tours around America, so like you'll see it coming every year or every few months or such. So I think that's what makes the difference there. Cedar says, another banker according to the crowd. Yellis Gaber says, hi. Hello, Yellis. Thank you for coming along to the live stream. And thank you everyone for joining me in this little live stream. This is essentially a test, or for all intents and purposes, an experiment to see how this would go. See how many people would be interested in listening to the thoughts of the big old Grand Cat who's watching a pay-per-view. Is it just me, or does Seth Rollins look like underneath his zebra skin pants, he's got the Dusty Rhodes spotted pants on underneath? You know, like the polka dot ones. Seth Rollins is in his own head here. You see there's a sign in the crowd that says Seth is a WWE sign followed by an anchor. I wonder what that could mean. There says WWE has been to my country only 3 times, and that last time was 2019, which was one of the worst years for WWE. Yes, it was. Skip said, by my comment, I simply meant the crowd just doesn't do it justice like the countries mentioned in terms of getting big behind it. Yellows Gamer says, I'm from Indonesia. Happy to watch your live. Ah, from Indonesia? I have a few friends from Indonesia. It's very, very cool. Just goes to show that this Grand Cat Grand Fleet is worldwide. Oh, Seth taking it to Cody. Seth Rollins with those educated feet. One went to Oxford, the other went to Harvard. Oh, there's the Gold Dust uppercut. Cody with a clothesline to the outside. Oh, disaster kick to the outside. Seth Rollins is out of control here. He's in his own head. Thrasher says Seth does indeed have the polka dots and had the watch Cody gave him after WrestleMania 40 before the match. Oh. Cody saving Michael Cole from Seth Rollins there. Yellow says, yes, I've been playing this game for 2 years, and in my area this game is not selling well. Such a shame. Well, I don't think everything can be popular everywhere. But it's very, very cool that you're interested in it, Yellows. What is Seth going for here? Oh! A double stomp to the back of the neck of Cody Rhodes on the apron. Not even a 1 count. There says Seth got a cheer from the audience when... Oh no. Has the stream paused? See, this says Seth got a cheer from the crowd when he pushed over the Prime stand. Oh no, okay, are we back? Good. Was that just me that was disconnected for a second there, or did everyone just get a disconnect for half a second? Just in case, I'll read Seth's Seether's comment again. He said, Seth got a cheer from the crowd when he pushed over the Prime stand. See, this is just you, I think. Ah, okay, well, that's fine then. Again, going for the pedigree. Cody going for a figure four? Nope. Oh, backflip by Cody. Whoa! Cody was going for the Cody Cutter and Seth caught him out of it into essentially a version of the Blue Thunder Powerbomb. Yellow says, what do you think about the Halloween event? Have you gotten your Rhea Ripley limited edition card yet? No, I've not, but I've not been paying any credits or paying any money for them. I've just been trying to get the legacy cards as they come. We still have a decent amount of time left to get them. We have 25 days and 4 hours. So I'm in no particular, and I'm sure that I will get the legacy card eventually. Seth Rollins focusing on the shoulder of Cody, it seems. This is very Triple H tactics. The cerebral assassin finding an injured weak point and like a shark smelling blood, going directly after that. Now a neck breaker. Seth showing some great psychology. Seth Rollins saying he's going to pick Cody Rhodes apart, every single part of him, every limb. Cody fighting back like a house on fire. Oh, a dragon screw by Seth freaking Rollins. He's going after the leg. He's went after the shoulder. He's went after the other shoulder. Oh! Seth Rollins doing the Stardust taunt. Oh, now Seth is doing the bionic elbow, perhaps. He's doing the stomps. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Cody countering with the bionic elbow of his own. Oh. And Seth countering it into his own figure four leg lock. Cody Rhodes, of course, learned the figure four leg lock from Ric Flair and has been using it in his arsenal for a number of years now. Seth Rollins using the figure four leg lock as a way to pick apart Cody, going after that knee of the leg that he's been targeting. Jacob Lee says, hello, love the crowd. It's very, very cool. The crowd adds so much to a pay-per-view. Cody trying to fight out of the figure four. Trying to reverse the pressure. I've just noticed that Seth Rollins has a strange little holographic symbol on his leg there. It's a CM Punk chant going on for some reason. I don't think CM Punk's going to be coming out in this match. Oh. What is Cody going for here? The Unprettier? Oh! Is this the Gory Bomb, the Guerrero special? I haven't seen that move in years. LeBron saying stop gooning? What? Or stop gawning, even? What? Who the hell is this LeBron, and what is he wanting me to stop doing? What, you want me to stop commentating? You want me to stop playing WWE Supercard? LeBron says, what game is this? You don't even know it's WWE Supercard. Why are you in this chat? We are watching Crown Jewel. There's the Power Slam, which Cody Rhodes took from Randy Orton. Going for the Disaster Kick. And now Cody pulling off the Bionic Elbow. Seth Rollins escaping to the outside like the cowardly heel that he is. I see that LeBron is writing some messages that are hidden. LeBron, I am more than happy to remove you from the stream if that's what you want. Or you can enjoy the show with us. You can listen to Big Ol' Grandcat's commentary here, or you can be gone. It's your choice. Cody Carr to Seth Rollins. Looks like LeBron is gone. Don't know why people like that exist. Came in, didn't even know what game this was that we were playing, WWE Supercard. Didn't have any interest in wrestling. Didn't have any interest in watching Crown Jewel. Why the hell did he even show up? Seth with a roll up there. Seth with a counter Enziguri. Oh! Seth with a pedigree! So Seth thinking about going for the stomp there. Counter Crossroads. Seth Rollins with the Crossroads on Cody Rhodes. Cody with kick out. Should just make sure that the chat is still working. Yeah, no, it seems to be. Seth Rollins going to the top rope. Whoa! Seth Rollins going for the Phoenix Splash. Cody going for the top rope. Cody Carr completely misses. Seth Rollins, pedigree. And into the stomp. Oh, Cody still kicks out. So now Seth, what does Seth need to do to win? He did the pedigree. He did the stomp. That would beat 95% of most opponents. Seth Rollins looking at the belt. The Crown Jewel Championship. He's looking at the ring bell. Oh, he's looking at the watch. The watch given to him by Cody Rhodes. Is he going to use it as brass knucks? He's going to use it as a weapon. No, he's chosen not to. He's left it at the corner. Cody with his super kick. Cody Cutter. Top rope Cody Cutter. Crossroads. That was a 2.99999. Game? Did the game just crash? Is it stuck Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vacour? I guess we're just stuck on this screen until the game wants to load any further. There we go, finally. Seth with Cody in a trio of woe. What is he going for? What is this? Is it coast to coast? Whoa! A coast to coast diving headbutt from one turnbuckle to the other. That diving headbutt into the left shoulder of Cody Rhodes. Top rope Spanish fly. Is that just a rock bottom? Cody refusing to give up. I suspect that after LeBron's messages, YouTube has stopped the comments on the video, so I can only apologise to everyone that there's no interaction. It seems that I can write comments, but it seems that no one else can, so that is rather unfortunate. But we are still going to continue the live stream throughout the end of Crown Jewel, regardless of idiots and morons trying to derail our enjoyment. Is Cody going for a top rope crossroads? Oh my goodness. Top rope crossroads! We've never seen that before. And that still isn't enough. Cody and Seth just laying haymakers into one another. Now is Cody going for crossroads once again? Seth with his snapmare. Cody going for the pedigree. Seth crawling out of it. He has the watch. The ref is down. And there's the uppercut with the watch. The referee didn't see it. There's the stomp. Seth going to the top rope. He's not satisfied with one singular stomp. With a top rope stomp to Cody Rhodes. Is that the end of the match? It is. And Seth Rollins, with one-on-one match, no interference, has managed to become the new Crown Jewel champion, defeating Cody Rhodes. And as said, this was a match that Seth needed to win. And Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes really went all out on this match. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the chat is no longer working. I can only apologise for that LeBron idiot coming in, ruining the chat. It is not my decision. It's not anything I have control over. And YouTube has hidden the chat. So, unfortunately, I have removed LeBron. He will not be able to send any more messages. He won't be able to leave any more comments. He ruined the chat towards the end of this for us. But still, the old grandcat is here, still doing the commentary. And that person will never again offend or darken the doorstep of this channel ever again. And there is Triple H congratulating and putting the belt on Seth freaking Rollins once again. This time, Seth Rollins, the first time that he has the Crown Jewel Championship. And he gets the Crown Jewel ring. And it is exactly true, is what Michael Cole is saying. Seth Rollins might have cheated to win, he might have used the Rolex, but he did it by himself. He didn't do it with any assistance, he didn't do it with any interference. Seth Rollins grabbing the microphone. And Seth does make a good point. I mean, he technically is the top guy in WWE right now. Both Seth, both Cody were both champions. Seth Rollins came out on top. He did it by hook or by crook. Oh, just seeing that I can actually see chat. Skip says definitely not a clean ending. This is Seth talking filth. Yeet Jesus says Grand Cat, I just took a shower, I'm back. Oh, welcome. Welcome back, everyone. I apologise that your chat is not showing up in the actual live stream itself. Ah, and here are the two Crown Jewel champions. Stephanie Vacour has teleported into the ring somehow. Oh, that's very interesting. They're both the world champions. And Stephanie Vacour is wearing the world title and holding the Crown Jewel belt, whereas Seth is wearing the Crown Jewel belt and has the world title over his shoulder. And now we are going into the post-show, and with that, Netflix has just cut off right there. So that was a fantastic little pay-per-view. I really enjoyed it. I think I had a lot of fun. I'm going to take these earphones out now. Oh my goodness, I can actually hear myself for a change. Whew. So weird wearing headphones and commentating. But Seether says at 1:30 AM, good night, Grand Cat. Good night, Seether. It looks like he is off to bed. And thank you for sticking around for the entire stream. And thank you for watching Crown Jewel alongside me. I think this was a very, very cool, very interesting experience. I don't know if we're going to do this for every single pay-per-view. I just had the opportunity to do it here, since it happened in the middle of the afternoon for me. And I was watching the pay-per-view by myself. Normally, I watch the pay-per-views with a couple of friends, or at least a friend. So it's very unusual for me to be by myself watching a pay-per-view. But enjoying the pay-per-view alongside all of you certainly made it feel a lot more special. Skip said 2:28 AM here where I am, just waiting on the Super League Grand Final start now. Thrasher says that top rope crossroads was amazing. It was very, very cool, Thrasher. That was a very, very cool move. It was very, very huge. There were some really, I just realized. See the Crown Jewel poster? It has on it Cody, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. That makes sense. John Cena, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. Those all make sense. But it had Drew McIntyre, and it had Jade Cargill, who were nowhere seen. Why the hell were they on the poster? Why didn't you have Io or Asuka or Bronson Reed? Why did you have two people that weren't on the show on the poster? It's absolutely ridiculous. That's really something that they should have thought of beforehand when they were making the poster. I didn't even notice it myself until just now, but yeah, absolutely crazy. They didn't even have Stephanie McClure, who was the Crown Jewel winner. She should have replaced Jade Cargill there. You've had Tiffany and Stephanie McClure there. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. But that was a really, really good pay-per-view. I really, really enjoyed it, and I think it was made all the more special by each and every one of you in the Grand Cat Grand Fleet joining me for this little stream. I know that normally the streams get a lot more people. I suspect that because there was a pay-per-view going on, that maybe there was quite a lot of people watching other live streams or other pay-per-views or other such. But those of you that did come along to listen to the Big Old Grand Cat, it really does mean a lot to me, so I want to say thank you very much to each of you. Thrasher says they had Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre travel half the world to be in Australia just to see their match was going to be next week. Baron Von Joy said maybe they were originally penciled in, and it was a case of plans change, pal. They didn't want to change the poster in post. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Damien Might 123 said finished the Big Dog Heroic cards, Grand Cat. Congratulations! Very, very cool. I too have finished the big old Heroic Roman Reigns, and when we get the double heroic of him, that is going to be quite the powerful little card when we finish War Games, which will be starting a little bit later on tonight. It'll be starting in 5 hours and 28 minutes. So that is something for us to look forward to. Looks like Team Battleground started half an hour ago, so it looks like I've got another couple of matches to win there. But yeah, I really enjoyed Crown Jewel. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Thrasher says Roman is going to be great for Boom. Yes, he is. Being an up arrow, it's going to be very, very cool. It's also going to be great for campaign mode. It's just going to be great in general. I think the double heroic Roman Reigns is going to be stronger than all of our tarot cards as well. So, I mean, there you can see our double heroic AJ Lee is surpassing our Liv Morgan, and that's Liv Morgan with her special equipment attached to her, which just goes to show how powerful these double heroics are certainly going to become. With that said, folks, I think that is now going to be the end of this little live stream on the basis that Crown Jewel has finished. We have been streaming for 3 hours and 43 minutes. I think that is a new record for us. So, to all of you, if you managed to survive and stay the entire live stream, a big congratulations and a big thank you to each and every one of you. Big thank you to all of my top commenters, including Thrasher, Seether, Skip, Jacob Lee, Yellis, Baron. Trying to see if I missed anyone else. If there was anyone else, I apologise that I missed your name. But that's everyone that I can see from the little chat. But thank you to each and every one of you for coming along and joining in this little live stream. And I really hope that you did all enjoy it. And with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little live stream. And I really hope that you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.